Hey everybody, and welcome back to Breaking It Down. Today we're joined by John the Manimal Beneduce. John the Manimal.
What's going on, guys?
What's going on, buddy?
Thank you.
You know I always love being here with you guys. So we've talked before on MMA and Beyond. I'm really excited to be on Breaking It Down.
Yeah, thank you. And you're going to be a regular with us. You have such a great background. You have a master's in psychology, master's in
forensic psychology, and a master's in history.
Yep. Right.
Specialty ancient Mediterranean studies. My specialty was ancient Rome. But I'm pretty well versed in most areas of history.
Right. And you're funny. Yeah.
Well, they don't know that yet, but hopefully they'll find out.
Exactly. So we are wrapping our
Finishing up the series on concussion.
Yeah, I've been listening to the series on concussions. Really good stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I love your podcast also. I actually wish it was a little longer, but it's okay.
We might be getting into that in the near future with you.
Oh, okay.
Didn't know that yet, did you?
Spoiler alert.
Well, I could definitely go long.
Yeah.
So
That's good. Hope you have the endurance for your upcoming fight. Have you ever suffered a concussion?
this is going to sound funny, not during a professional fight.
Okay. So
Although I did have a concussion. So when I was a kid, I was like 12 years old. I'm coming home one night, and I walk down a particular block.
So not in a good neighborhood.
I'm in East New York. I walk down this one block, and there's like kids that hang out in the corner.
Right.
There's one particular group of kids. They're like, "You'll go the other way. This is our block." Now I was a cocky, scrappy kid. I tell them, "Fuck your block," and I throw the overhand right. Next thing I know, his boy's behind me, hits me with a pipe, boom, in the jaw. Listen to this, Doc.
Oh.
Fucking. Now I'm out, and someone told me that I was actually like vertical for a little bit, and they were like, "Oh man, this guy's tough." And then I went down. Then I went down, and I hit my head on the concrete. So I'm a whammy. So I hit my head on the concrete, bang. Now I'm out. Dude kicks me in the stomach, so now they jump me. So now it's 10 dudes on top of me. When the guy kicks me in the stomach, it wakes me up.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And then I see the next kick come in my head, and I instinctually grabbed it and got a single leg on the guy, and I run him down, and I start running away. And I remember hearing them like, "Should we chase him?" And they're like, "Fuck him." And when I came to consciousness again, I was in another neighborhood, East Flatbush. How the hell? Yeah, but how the hell did I get there? 15 minutes away.
Yeah. You don't remember?
Nope. And I'm at another place. So I'm at this school, 114 Park. And when I come to consciousness, I see two of my boys there. And they're like, "Yo, John," they're like, "What are you doing here?" I was like, "I don't know." I was like, "What day is it?" And they were like, "It's August 14th. I was like, "Oh, what time is it?" They're like, "It's 2 a.m. I was like, "Okay." They're like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I don't know. What day is it?"
Oh,
and they were like, "It's August 14th. We just told you this."
Yeah.
I was like, "You guys take me home?" And they're like, "All right." And they were like, "Yo, would you stop asking us what day it is?"
Yeah.
And
that's very common.
And I was like, they were like, "What the hell?" I was like, I got jumped, da-da-da. And I was like, so I tell them the story. And I'm like, "What time is it?" And they're like, "What the hell?" And I remember going home.
You remembered the story though? You remembered the incident?
Like choppy.
Okay.
I don't remember getting hit. I pieced it together afterwards.
Okay, so it came back.
I remember hitting the dude.
How much time did it come back to?
A couple weeks.
Couple of weeks. Okay. Did you have headaches?
And you know what's funny?
During that or no?
Well, I broke my jaw, so I was eating milkshakes for
Did they
3 weeks. Yes.
Oh, that's not fun.
Milkshakes for 3 weeks, which was tough. You know, I was a fat kid. I was like so hungry. I was liquefying steak in the blender, and to eat it. So, and you know what's funny? Now it came to me afterwards, like weeks later, when I got home. My dad and my brother took me in the car to go to the block, and they scattered the kids.
Oh, wow.
And then I don't really remember. It came really choppy. Like I thought I just was home, and I woke up the next day. I remember getting home, and then I remember waking up the next morning. But there was stuff in between.
Do you have the whole picture now, or did people feel that?
Oh no, I'm still.
You still lost that time.
I lost that time, about 8 hours. Yeah, I lost like 8 hours.
Yeah.
Except for a little piece. Yeah. So very fascinating.
Yeah. Did you have any balance problems or anything like that, or headaches or dizziness, light sensitivity?
Light sensitivity the next day. I remember one of my friends came over to like check on me, And I remember not being able to go outside. I was like, oh, it's really bright out. I was like, oh, it's really bright out.
And what about difficulty sleeping? Do you know that?
No, I don't have any difficulty sleeping. Yeah.
And then after 3 weeks, you were back to yourself, or
Yeah, once I got my jaw unwired, I was back to.
Well, that probably slowed you down a little bit, which was probably a good thing, right? You had to take it a little bit easier.
It slowed me down a little bit. Yeah, it did slow me down. It slowed me down for like a year of not wanting to fight as much.
Yeah.
You know,
it explains why getting hit in the cage is probably not so feels like as risky to you. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, I mean, let me tell you something. Getting in the cage. So it's funny when I talk to my clients and they're having trouble. I'm a coach also. So when I'm coaching clients, I'm like, listen, no one's gonna punch you in the face. And they're like, what do you tell yourself? I'm like, I tell myself a few things. I was like, first, I had a business that got messed up and I lost 250 grand. I was like, I'm not gonna lose 250G. I know this. I was like, I'm probably not gonna die. I was like, but if I do, I'm probably not gonna remember it. I was like, and Bellator has great death insurance, so my wife will be set.
Great.
I was like, so I'm not really that worried about it, you know?
We try not to let that happen, right?
Oh, I hope not. But I mean, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, that's right.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I was like, and if I get really
Is that why you want me to come watch you fight?
No.
You know, downed opponent rule. Do you have any thoughts about that?
So to make the fight safer, I mean, I really would like to see better referee education. I've seen some really bad reffing lately on the not stopping it soon enough. I'd rather see, me personally, where I am in my life now, I'd rather see a fight get stopped soon. Like I got wobbled in my last fight.
Right.
I had a good fight, good exchange, you know, but I wound up getting wobbled. I lost my balance, and the ref stopped it. And one of my boys was like, "Oh, do you think that was fair?" And I was like, "The truth, I rather wonder than not.
Right.
You know, I'm fine with it." I was like, "Listen, I was like, I'd rather see a quick stoppage, even like with that TJ Dillashaw Cejudo fight." I was like, they were complaining about it, but he got dropped 4 times in 30 seconds. Fighter safety, you know, I want
another day type of thing.
Like, I mean, it's unfortunate we can't fight 10 times in a day, but you at least want that guy to be able to fight more times in his career.
Right, exactly.
You know, I don't want to see. I don't know if you want me to mention the fight I'm thinking of with that I was telling you about the other day.
You can mention.
It was the fight in Moscow with CB Dalloway, and that was terrible. Mm-hmm. You know, that was disgusting to me. Like, stop the
fight. Yeah.
And you know what's funny? Even I was at the Barclays Center, and the fight with Yancy Medeiros, he was looking for the ref to stop the fight sooner. Mm-hmm. First he gave his neck up to stop getting a beating. Then he looks at the ref, and the ref still let him take a few more shots. I was like, the guy's looking to.
Yeah.
You know, as a fighter, we have there's a pride factor about tapping to strikes.
Huge.
Right? There is I don't know why that it's okay to tap to a choke, but not to strikes, right? But there is a thing about that.
Sure, absolutely.
So he's like, please, he's like, I know what he was thinking. He's looking at the ref like, dude, don't make me have to tap to strikes, like, because he wasn't going to go out.
Yeah.
You know, he could take a punch, but he was taking a beating, and he's like, can you just stop the friggin' fight? You know, he's looking at the ref. Like, the ref has to be able to identify that. The fighter is looking for a way out. Just, you know, help that guy out. Let him fight another day. Let him live to fight another day.
Yeah, sometimes I think with newer refs, there's something called spectator syndrome, where you can potentially be pulled into the fight, so you're no longer really being objective. And I think that's a risk. I know, like when I sit ringside, I need to maintain my objectivity and look at what the strikes are doing, what the chokes are doing, you know, what the risk is to the athlete, so that when we actually enter, we can make that quick assessment and get out in time, right? But I even myself, I'll find sometimes I'm like, oh, if you're throwing the uppercut there, and then I have to pull myself out of that, right? Because I'm not there to watch the fight.
Yeah.
I think sometimes that might be a problem with newer refs,
And
but I agree.
Do you think for newer refs and refs in general for big events like UFC events, the crowd plays into it?
Yeah, it may.
I think it might.
Yeah.
And then also,
especially in MMA and less in boxing, because the MMA refs are kind of pseudo-celebrities themselves, or celebrities themselves, right? So they have almost a conflict of interest, I would say, because they need, they need the fans to like them, right? Because they do signings and all these other things. So that's a whole other, realm.
Interesting. I didn't even think about that.
has fans.
Yeah, well, they all do.
Big
right?
John McCarthy.
Big John McCarthy had a huge fan base.
Huge fan base,
Dan
yeah.
Bergliotta, they all have fan bases, right? So I don't know how much.
I think Dan ref my last fight.
Yeah, he might have.
think so,
He might have.
yeah.
Yeah, he does a lot of Bellators.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good guy, yeah.
And in terms of, do you,
Oh, I have a historical. I'm part of history.
how are you part of history?
For reffing.
On this show.
No. For reffing, I'm part of history. My fight at Ring of Combat in 2007 was the first time a female referee.
Oh wow.
Kim Winslow. First time a female referee ever refereed a fight was me and first Dave Sachs.
Very good.
It wasn't the best refereeing, but it happens, you know, because it was in a ring.
Right.
And we slipped out of the ring, and he was hitting me through the ropes.
So
And it was awkward.
it's one of the things that when I was head of the ABC, we wanted to legislate out for safety in terms of concussion issues, actually in head. I mean, also limbs, but you can live with a limb injury. Because if you go out, it's always that possibility. If somebody flips you, you hyperextend over the rope, you can not only cause a concussion.
And then we made that
but
fight so
also-
dirty. So then after that, when I got back up, he grabbed my shorts. So then I grabbed inside his glove, and he went to complain to the ref, and I punched him in the face when he went to complain. I was like, "You cheap mother!" And we had a great scrap though. We had a great 3-round scrap. It was close. It was good though. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, yeah. I can
That
tell
guy
you
was
love the
tough
game.
too. Yeah, that guy was tough.
You
It was
love
really
the
fun.
game. Yeah.
Did it, and he's fired up and ready.
Oh my God! I wish I could fight tomorrow. I don't want to make weight tomorrow, but I would like to fight tomorrow.
Exactly.
It works out way
We gotta
better.
have you on long form.
Okay, we'll do a
Yeah.
long form. Guys, awesome.
February 15th.
February 15th, Bellator MMA, Mohegan Sun. Link in my bio for tickets, t-shirt, ready to do it.
John the Manimal Beneduce.